All right, guys. So I wanted to bring to you what we call the Pulse Report. This is offered by a company called Chandler Reports in town. For years and years, they've tracked all the data based on real estate in Memphis. The cool story is the guy that started it was an appraiser, didn't have enough data to really do his job well. So he started recording all of this data years ago, decades ago. And now anybody that's in real estate subscribes to this. If you're interested, it might be too much data, but it's called Daily News. I actually get the old school newspaper that comes to my house twice a week and shows me all of the closings, gives some good little articles. Here's one about Amazon investing $200 million in Memphis robotics factory. So it's got some good data, but it also shows you all the transfers, who's selling houses, who's borrowing money from who. I love that Tennessee is a full disclosure state because you can just really be a good investor because all this information is at your fingertips if you know how to obtain it. So quarterly they send out this report. So let's just dig into this, and this will be available from the website as well. So home sales, January 2020, home sales were up 2% in Shelby County. Now I would say that that's because of a lack of inventory. Time and time again, I'm talking to realtors who say, James, do you have anything for sale that's not on the market? Because I've got buyers and we can't find them a house. They're qualified buyers and they can't find anything that is suited to what they're looking for in their price range. So total sales volume for the county rose to 22 million, up from 192 million. Home sale prices average 171,000. So when you're able to buy a full turnkey property from us, our average sales price right now is hovering around $117,000. So of course we build brand new homes in the $200,000 price range, and we have homes occasionally as low as $65,000. Our average sales price on turnkey properties, fully renovated properties, $117,000. So in January of last year, it was at 152,879. So from year to year, we're looking at 152,000. Our average sales price this past quarter, 171,000. The median sales price was at 130,000. That's up 12% from last year. So a lot of people ask me about appreciation in Memphis, and I say true appreciation comes through the demand from homeowners wanting to live in houses and investors. So you should all pat yourself on the back, all of you investors, because you can rarely find a boarded up house in Memphis, Tennessee. After the downturn, of course, in every city, you started to see that. If we are able to find the worst property in a good neighborhood, we're buying it. We're renovating it fully, and we're keeping it as a rental. So those are the two things that are raising prices. So 42% of home sales recorded in January were valued under $100,000. Home sales valued over $300,000 were up 48%. Wow, in January, with 200 sales recorded compared to 135 last year. There were only five homes sold over $1 million. A lot of you guys in California and different places are like, wow, only five sold over that amount. Then it has an option here that says click here. And what it does is it opens up this report, which I'll make available on the website. Next to this video, there'll be a button that says click here to see it. And zip code by zip code. So as you're going through my properties and you're looking at like what's going on in these different areas, it'll give you the average price per square foot, the average price change since January of 19. It'll give you January of 2020 and January of 2019 statistics laid out there for you. I always like to look at the change from year to year. What did it look like January of 2019? What did it look like this past year? So let's pick a zip code. Let's pick 38127. This is a zip code y'all have heard me talk about a lot. It's up 7.6% from 2019 to 2020. That's average price per square foot. And if we look at number of sales, it is down 4.3%. This is actually good news. That means there's a lack of inventory because every house that is found there renovated sold, it's sold right away. And then we're looking at average size. Well, that doesn't really matter in our world, but average price has risen just barely 1.6%. So it's a very linear zip code. It's not just skyrocketing in price. Price per square foot is up a tiny bit. That's a very stable market. Now, it is a C-class market because it's all rentals for the most part. There's pockets of this zip code that do have some home ownership in it. Now, let's look at another favorite zip code of mine, 38117. You hear me talk about a lot. This is where you'll find Colonial Acres. So I have several clients that say, James, you get a house in Colonial Acres. Let me know. Average price per square foot is up 24.1%. No surprise there. Number of sales is equal to last year. So it's a very, if there were more homes for sale, there would be more sales. There's a supply and demand. And then average price down 2.1%, not a significant amount, but maybe means it's stabilizing. Let's pick one more zip code, and let's go to 38141, where you probably see more turnkey properties than any other zip code with all the turnkey providers combined. That's probably where you're going to see more than anything. So very stable market. Number of sales down 6.1%, lack of inventory, not lack of desire, that's for sure. Average price up 3.7%, not breaking any records here, but if you bought a house from us in 38141 last year, your property's worth roughly 4% more than it was last year. And that's the story of Memphis. We are not an appreciation market. We are a cash flow market. That's good because when whatever goes up must come down proportionally, right? So in markets like Memphis, Tennessee, that are cash flow markets, very linear for appreciation, when the next downturn comes, and it will come, our ups weren't as high as the downs could be in other markets. So it's a very stable market. As real estate goes through its cycles, this is a place where you can have a safe, steady, hey, let's call it boring investment. And boring can be good when you're looking at retirement, kids' college funds, whatever your reason for investing is. So just wanted to share this with you guys. If you want more data like this, let me know. I'll have this available on the website starting tomorrow. So if you've got any questions, please reach out to me and my team. We definitely are humbled and honored for the outpouring we've had. Record-breaking year already. We're just in February. We've sold more homes this past month than we did all last quarter. Foundation Property Management is a big reason why. So in-house property management, taking care of our clients, being their operations after the point of sale so that you aren't taking on a second job managing your manager, right? Has created an overwhelming outreach from past investors buying more and referrals. So, the greatest compliment I can receive is a referral from a friend. We look forward to seeing you in person, set up a time to come visit the campus, meet the team, take a tour of Memphis with us. And if we want to be a catalyst to help you achieve your investment goals in 2020.